The old shoulder dance.
It's subtle, but gets the people going. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody?
Happy Monday, everyone.
Let's get rocking and rolling, guys. Videos on if you can. That is part of how we show up here at Freedom Living Team, full on. So let's get those videos on, and welcome to tonight's call. Mary, for 1 second, okay, your cat's tail looked like a snake, and I was about to warn you about it and get real nervous. There was a snake crawling on your computer screen. Holy cow, that got me rolling. I believe we have, before we get rolling, an announcement for a new rank advancement that I saw, I think, yesterday. Guys, blow up in the chats for Maddie Allen, who hit Crystal Consultant and got double PIBs, baby. Maddie,
way to go, Maddie.
Huge congratulations. Consultant is a massive deal, and hitting Crystal Consultant is even more amazing. And real quick, I'd love to just unmute your line and ask, how has this first week been for you, and what are you most excited about with Isagenix?
It's been great. I'm really excited about it, especially after our first big week. I wasn't expecting that, but I have a really supportive family and friends, so we made it happen. And so I'm excited to see where it's going to go.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, you have some amazing leaders in Allie and Dom, and you, I heard, did you get your ticket to Celebration? Will you be coming with us there? Awesome, guys. And she's coming to Celebration with us in Charlotte.
In 3 weeks.
In 3 weeks. Comment in the chats if you're coming to Celebration, if we're going to see you there. It is going to be an amazing time. As we say again and again and again, these in-person events, we can forget how powerful they are. But Autumn and I are here to remind you that they are so crucial and so impactful into your business. And so, Maddie, we are so excited that we're going to get to see you there and just celebrate even more of your success in the coming weeks.
Yes, we're so excited to meet you in person. And guys, if you're in Knoxville, we want to invite you over to our home on Sunday. We're going to have an Isagenix get together, bring a side dish to share. I think Chelsea in the chats, I think I said from 2 to 6. Was that right? Was that the time that I said? I sent a text message and I forgot the time. Chelsea can look and then she can put it in there. But what was it, Dom? Yeah, 2 to 6. Okay,
right.
Perfect. Yes.
Right.
Okay, so from 2 to 6 at mine and James's house, bring a side dish to share. We're just gonna do real low key, little finger foods, games, and just community and vision casting with the team on Sunday if weather permits. So if it's storming on Sunday, we won't have it, but as long as it's not, we want to invite you into our home.
So we're going to dive right into this week's Business Essentials calls, which is connecting. And that's in many ways, one of the largest aspects of this entire business is meeting new people. And so we have some things prepared to share for you tonight, and we're going to get this portion of the screen rocking and rolling. So can you guys see this? Thumbs up. Can you see it? Okay. Thanks for that, Dom. So let's talk about connecting. If you comment in the chats, if you want to turn up the electricity in your organization, if you are excited about the thought of having an innumerable amount of new conversations of people asking you about collagen, people asking you about this adaption product that Isagenix is starting to whisper about. If you're wanting to turn up the electricity, it's all about connectivity. You like that? You guys like that little play on words there? So it's all about who you are connecting with and how many people you are connecting with. Who would love to see this many text messages on your text messages screen of people who are interested in Isagenix? And I'm here to say real quick that there are this many people in your world that you have the absolute opportunity to meet this week who would be willing to maybe just try the Isagenix product to some capacity to help their lifestyle and or pursue the business. That is just the reality of it. 1,032, that is an accurate number of how many, there's even more in your world that would be available to look at this and want to look at it if they only knew about it?
And not only in your world, but Dom and Allie are so fired up about Maddie being excited about the compensation plan. So what if 32 of those text messages were Maddie's whole entire team saying, hey, I want to connect with new people. I want to start making a side income. You know, the electricity and the connectivity that James and I are sharing about isn't just for brand new people, but it's really to dig into your organization. And I mean, Dom, just comment in the chat. How excited were you and Allie when Maddie hit Crystal Consultant? How excited, or what did that do for you when she hit Crystal Consultant? Because I know that, you know, having your phone blow up with somebody in your downline, you know, who's connecting with new people is electrifying in and of itself. So
he yelled across the room and interrupted everyone. Love it. So we're going to dive in. We're going to talk about tonight 9 powerful techniques to connect and make massive growth happen in your business. And we're going to expound on these. And if there are any questions that you have about any of the things we cover, please, you're probably not the only person with that question. And so have the courage, have the boldness to comment it in the chats, and we'd love to get to that. So I'm gonna let Odd kick us off here.
I just got something to stick in my throat. Can I have some water, please? I'm so sorry.
Perfect. Right on cue.
I'm so sorry. The first thing when it comes to connectivity or connecting is to really make a decision to master the skills. Isagenix and connecting is a skill-based business, you guys. And when you make a decision that you are all in, when you make a decision that you are presenting yourself as a network marketer who's looking to grow your network, looking to grow your organization, looking to grow your income, looking to grow other people's income, that posture and that energy first and foremost, before you open up your mouth, before you post on social media, it is attractive to those around you. It's attractive to those who are onlookers looking into your life. So before you even open your mouth to connect, before you even meet somebody, before you even bump into somebody in Target, before you send a message on Instagram, making the decision to master the skills in network marketing is going to put you ahead of 95% of people who just go out there and try to throw spaghetti at the wall. And if it doesn't work one time, they just throw it out the window. But when you make a decision that you are going to go all in mastering the skill of connecting, doing it day in and day out, going at it and preparing yourself, putting yourself in the position to connect, making that decision is going to start the open door process for you to become a master connector.
The mind is an incredibly powerful thing, incredibly powerful. And when we make a decision about something, anything, whether it's to, stop eating sugar, to stop hanging around certain types of people, to start getting up early. When we make these decisions, things and connections start taking place in our brain that lead to other decisions that are impactful and other decisions that yield to a better and brighter future. But if we're always leaving the door cracked, if you come into network marketing, and for those who have and said, well, I'm going to do this I'm only going to do this if my mom enrolls. I'm only going to do this if my best friend Katie or my best friend Joey enrolls. Then what you're doing is you're giving yourself a way out from really committing to this and saying, this is going to happen no matter what. And there's power in that decision, isn't there? There's real power. There's almost a tangible power when somebody says, enough is enough. It's time to get fit. And they go on this tear of transformation. And you can tell their mind, body, and spirit have changed. That's what making a decision. And that's what, Lane and Chelsea said, they're so important, and it changes businesses. It does. Because once you make that decision and you're serious about it, and it's grounded and rooted in who you are, you only make it once. You make that decision once to commit to the process, to become a master, to not quit, to enjoy the process and allow this industry and this business to grow you in the process. That decision cannot be overstated, how important it actually is. The second technique is developing a connecting mindset. Right now, guys, we are living in just, people pride themselves in how busy they are and how little free time they have and how many activities they're doing and, how many things they have their hands in. And that can really play in how we connect on a daily basis with other people. It's amazing what, when Autumn and I are out and we're either checking out somewhere or we're at a restaurant and we pay a simple compliment to somebody. We stop for 3 seconds and we just notice someone. Are you somebody that when you walk into a room, you are a there you are type of person? Or are you walking into the room saying, here I am type of person? And those who are successful in network marketing, they walk into the room and they see people, they notice them. They're not too busy for other people and to connect and hear their story or to share an opportunity or to share this gift with them. And so when you go out, have that mindset going out into the world where you're looking for people who are looking for this.
Comment in the chats if you want to have massive, out of this world, hit a grand slam type of success in Isagenix. Comment in the chats. I received that. I want that. I'm here for it. I want to. Okay, Dom, Abby, Allie, Gina, Lane and Chelsea, Christy, Debbie, love it. Okay, Maddie, love it. Tanya, awesome. Okay. If you are the type of person who says, I want to hit a home run, grand slam, out of the park, Isagenix business, to the moon, dreams becoming a reality, then when you get ready for the day and you leave your home, you are putting on the mind to go and to meet somebody who is looking and praying for you to be bold enough, courageous enough, open enough to share the gift of Isagenix. And when you leave your home with an I'm all in mentality, and you go out into the world looking for people who are looking for you, that mindset is going to attract the right people into your life. When you go out with a receptivity to not only be looking for somebody who can change your organization, but you're going out there to look for somebody who's desperately looking for a solution to change their life. When I really reflect on Isagenix, if I never would have heard about this opportunity, everything in my life as I have it today would not be here. My entire being beats for what Isagenix has given me. My husband, now my son, this home, our income, the freedom, the relationship, the experiences, the memories, all because every single day I put on the mind when I go out into the world, or when I'm connecting with somebody on social media, when I'm commenting on their posts, when I'm letting them know that I exist, that I'm here, that I'm supporting them, I'm liking it. Every time I post on my story, I get uncomfortable, I share with them about my life. I am putting on the connecting mindset to attract these people into my organization to then move forward to receive the dreams, the desires, the hopes, everything that I know that Isagenix can offer. So if you are somebody who wants that massive success, then put on your connecting mindset every single day. Be open to who you can connect with at Honeybee. Be open to who you can connect with at K-Brew. Be open to who you can connect with at the gym. Be open to maybe trying a new gym and connecting with new people at the gym. Be open and watch what can happen from that place. So the next, and this leads right into it, is making friends. Any person who's successful in network marketing, you hear Lane and Chelsea when they're training on these calls, the common thread to successful network marketers is we are just friend gatherers. We make new friends everywhere we go. It becomes something where we want to add value to people's lives. Whether you're shopping for a new bathing suit at Target and you see a girl who maybe looks like she doesn't know which suit to fit, and you pay a very authentic, real compliment, that color would look great on you. We are always looking for new friends, looking for new ways to expand the network. In fact, I've been wanting to make more mom friends. So I joined the YMCA and started going to different classes to make new friends. It's growing my network. So where can you go and what can you do to make new friends? And not only to make new friends, but to really curate and cultivate the friends that you do have in your life, the network that you do have, the people in your organization that maybe you can become better friends with and continue to flip a light switch on in their brain of what Isagenix can be. When you have that mindset and you go out with that intention into the world, on your social media, in your downline of making friends, that will grow your community. It will grow your influence. And the more influence you have, the more people who want to jump on board and say, I want to join your team.
You know, a powerful thing that I do when I think about connecting with people and making new friends, I think about the fact, and this is a fact, that the fastest growing organizations and the top income earners in 5 to 10 years in this company have not even enrolled yet. Think about that. That there are people who are going to be among the fastest to have ever built this business, have the fastest growing organization, and go to the top of this company, and they haven't even acquired an associate ID yet because they haven't been put in the system. And when I think about the equal level playing field that Isagenix provides to all of us to go out and just connect with people, expose them, and have them take an objective look at what Isagenix can be for them. I mean, the truth of it is Maddie, having enrolled only recently, could be somebody that brings in one of the next millionaires. That's a reality. That actually can happen. It's not a seniority of you have to be in for 10 years before you can start looking at bringing in these sorts of people. That's available. And it's available especially to those who go out, as I was saying, making friends and being open to that. So it's an encouraging thought when we're all considering how much more our organizations can and will grow. This is something that's really, really proven to be successful for so many people, is developing a positive daily habit or habits. This looks different. There's several different methodologies of it. One of them that we talk about frequently is a 3x3x3 rule, or a 5x5x5, depending on how ambitious you are and how quickly you want to see these results and see your business grow. And 3x3x3 is simply asking 3 new people to take a look on a daily basis, following up with 3 people on a daily basis, and then showing 3 people the compensation plan on a daily basis. And those numbers may not be profound, but when you extrapolate those over a year, or 2, it's hundreds and hundreds and then thousands of people who you've exposed this to. And you'll hear this time and time again. This is just a numbers game. It is a numbers game. It's about how many conversations can you have. So many people say, well, I've been in for 3 years. And that's really not the way that we should be looking at this. And we tell people, listen, it's not about how long, it's about how many. You can be in this for 7 years and have only had 40 conversations, or you could be in for 30 days and have had 100 conversations. It's completely different mindset than saying, oh, well, I've already been in for a year and I'm not successful. Well, how many new conversations have you had? Have you had 500 conversations? Have you had 1,000 conversations? Have you only had 20 conversations? And in your mind, you really are thinking that that's enough. When we look at the numbers across some of the top income earners, it's thousands of conversations. And any one of us, I think, could attest that, yeah, if you're making multiple 7 figures a year, raise your hands if you would be willing to have 5,000 conversations with people to make 7 figures a year. Just raise your hand. Okay, good. because that's what it's going to take. Now, just imagine in your mind's eye having 5,000 conversations with people and hearing no, thank you, and hearing not a chance. And then also hearing, yes, I want to link. This is exactly what I've been praying for. This is exactly what I want. This is exactly what I want to leave my family. That's what these daily positive habits are going to help yield in the long run, is this massive amount of people that you have reached, touched to, followed up with, and exposed the compensation plan to, where they can make a decision and they can join your organization.
Yeah. Always be prepared. Guys, when you're connecting with somebody, be prepared to share your 30-second story. I always remember, and I always hear Herbie Cepeda and Patty Cepeda, they're constantly saying, it's the stories that sell. It's the stories that sell. It's the stories that sell. It's the emotional attachment. And every time I'm around Herb and Patty Cepeda, top earners in the company, earning $50,000 a week with Isagenix, all they do is share story after story after story of people in their downline, in their upline, in their sideline. I mean, heck, we're with them and they're telling people what James and I have done in Isagenix. Are you somebody that when you go out and you meet somebody new, that you can pull your 30-second story up and out? You can share about how Lane and Chelsea joined Isagenix in their first year. They paid for their entire wedding because they earned $50,000. Are you sharing the story of how Ellen Kimball, her full income today is through Isagenix? Are you sharing the story that my parents for the past 7 years have earned residually over $100,000 every single year for the last 6 to 7 years? Are you sharing the story of Joni McLeod and how she runs 1,000 miles a year because of this nutrition, and she's 60 plus years old? I mean, guys, me even just talking about the stories from our organization alone is doing something inside of me. It's building belief inside of me. And that belief ends up flowing out of me and into the person that I'm talking to. So do you know the stories? Are you talking about how Allie and Dom have earned $45,000 combined through Isagenix and they're about to get married? I mean, are you talking about these things? Are you sharing these things with people in your downline? Are you sharing them with your team to inspire them to keep going? Are you going out into the world and meeting somebody somewhere and saying, oh my gosh, this person used to be a nanny, or this person is a nanny. Audrey used to be a nanny. In fact, Audrey was a nanny when she met Herb and Patty, and now her and her husband, they're the youngest millionaires in Isagenix. Guys, this is something that cannot be overlooked. If you don't get anything from any of this, sharing the stories with excitement and enthusiasm and passion causes people to say, I don't know what Maddie's doing, but my gosh, she's very excited about somebody somewhere who used to be a nurse injector, but now she's pregnant and she stays at home and she's a full income from staying at home. Chelsea Taylor. Guys, always be prepared to share these stories. And when you come to celebration with the expectancy to lean in and to ask people in the hallways what their story is. So you can just have this booklet of story after story after story after story that will keep you going of what's possible. Not only that, but can be an inspiration to other people. So.
And this ties straight in, telling good stories. This is a skill. It is something that I am constantly growing in, and I see people that have amazing storytelling abilities, and they're captivating, right? You don't have to be necessarily somebody that speaks on the stage in front of thousands of people. You can be somebody who tells good stories and who communicates the valuable parts, the moving parts, the emotional parts, the highs and lows of people's journeys, even your own, to other people well. Guys, you hear the whole thing. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And there's sometimes that can equate to the products, the nutrition, the opportunity as well. People don't care how much necessarily Odd and I make, how much weight Odd lost starting this nutrition, how much muscle I gained. People don't really care about that as much. And it's not just enough to throw it in their face and saying, hey, I lost 45 pounds doing this. It's going back to that and saying, listen, I was at my lowest of low. I had tried everything. I was really set on just being in this state forever, feeling unmotivated, lethargic, foggy, and I was really all out of hope, to be honest with you. Sharing a story, not just, no movie would be interesting, no book would be worth reading if you opened the page and it said, and they lived happily ever after. What a boring book, right? There's no conflict, there's no overcoming, there's no, trials. And sometimes we can communicate that to other people, that we forget where we came from when we started Isagenix, that it's all just sunshine and roses over here. And we leave the really important parts of our story out, which is what other people need to hear and relate to. So as you're connecting and going out to other people, don't gloss over where it was that you've come from, or where it is maybe that you're going through right now to get to where Isagenix is taking you, maybe from a physical standpoint or financial standpoint. Own that. It's powerful, and other people will resonate with it, and it will relate to them in a powerful way.
Listen and ask questions. We say this over and over again when it comes to connecting. The more you care about others, the more they open up, and the more they feel like they trust you. And that know, like, and trust leads into building that relationship, creating that friendship, which causes enrolling. So listen and ask great questions.
And you get somebody to talk about themselves, and they'll talk all day. And they'll tell you all the reasons why they need this, why they would love to have something that would pay them more, why they'd love the opportunity to make more money, be more present with their kids, be able to go to more soccer games, travel more, you name it. You get them to talk about themselves, and they will talk all day long. Odd touched on this a little bit. Guys, if we do anything, it should be done with enthusiasm, shouldn't it? We should be the most excited people, especially having been exposed to this amazing nutrition and this, compensation plan. This phrase, people will come from hundreds of miles just to watch one person burn with passion. Are you that person? When people are communicating with you, when they're experiencing you, they say, that person is enthusiastic. That person is high on life right now, and they are fired up about something. Maybe I haven't gotten all the details yet. It's about this shake, or about the new collagen or adaptogen product. I want to know more about it, but I haven't seen somebody that excited about maybe anything other than last year's Super Bowl in the entire year, right? It's so important now more than ever for people to be enthusiastic about something and truly allow that enthusiasm to pour over into your daily life, and to be, quite honestly, unapologetic about it. To be unapologetic about your enthusiasm of making a couple extra $100 to pay for, your car payment, or to pay for your rent for the month. Guys, when I first started this and I made $400, I was absolutely over the moon. It was the coolest thing ever to me, because I had never made money like this before. I had only made hourly wage, or I waited tables, and so I made tips. This was so cool to me that I was able to have this second income come in, and I could put that money to whatever I wanted. And I was so raw about my enthusiasm about that. So be free to be so elated, excited about the maybe fitting into your jeans for the first time again, or, waking up without that mental fog, or, paying for, a payment of your student loans without having to pull from your savings or another bank account. Like, those are exciting things, and we should be moved from that enthusiasm.
And then be someone with big dreams. Guys, what heights are you able to reach in this life? It's completely and totally in your court. You can take this as far as you want to go. And do you know what? When you begin to dream bigger, it allows and opens up everybody in your life to start to dream bigger, and the conversations begin to flow. What are you going to accomplish with Isagenix? This is, like James said, it is a numbers game. How many people are you willing to have a conversation with so that you can reach the goals, the dreams, and the desires that God has put in your heart? It is worth it. It is worth it. The impact that you'll make, the influence that you'll have with people, the positive influence you'll have with people by you dreaming bigger will open up and allow other people to dream bigger too. So that's all we got. What else you got to say?
Go ahead, close it out.
I just did.
All right, we did. So with that, guys, this is the second week of connecting. Take time right after this call to reflect on what you just wrote down, on the things that maybe you considered anew for the first time or you heard for the first time, and then take action on it. Take action, start applying it. All this information in the world means nothing if we don't ever act on it, and your dreams are worth acting on. So have a great night, everyone. We'll see you on this same call, same time next week. Good night, everybody.
Good night.